I should get one like that. I mean the trike, not the girls. Come on. Well, it's really crazy windy out today, so this may not work. Gonna walk on the empty beach path while the weight of my Coke bottle weights down my pants. And soon I will be walking naked. Won't that be fun? I may have to move my Coke bottle. Anyway, it is days away from Christmas, very few days. I would give you a number, but I don't know what today is. I just know it's not yet Christmas, but it's almost. I'm not usually one to look back and go, oh, what a year, what did we learn, and any of that crap, because I just don't do that. Because quite frankly, one year is much like another to me. However, this has been an odd one, hasn't it? So it's probably different wherever you're from, but we were locked up middle of March until the middle of June. So for 3 whole months, we couldn't leave the house. That's not normal. We were lucky in that we had the rice field. Many places we'd have just been a lot. Like if we were in where we are now, the apartment now, or the apartment we had in Manchuria, I wouldn't have the rice field. I'd have been locked in the apartment. So I was lucky to be where I was. My mask is not cooperating with me today. A lot more tourists here this week because it is the week of Christmas. I would look at my watch and tell you the date, but the watch band broke yesterday, and I have a spare band in Iloilo. So no watch for the next month. Too bad, so sad. And well, I thought I was kidding, but excuse me, my pants really are falling down. Oh, this little Coke bottle shouldn't be heavy enough to pull them down, but it is. So it's been a fun year. Now we can look back and say, what did we learn? And all the, introspection and growth and blah, blah, blah. I don't buy into much of that. I really don't. I think for the most part, people don't change that much. Or if they do, it's really slow. So right now, people are locked up and they're being introspective and they think they've changed. But once they turn us all loose, it'll be back to normal. Nothing changes. That's my Gen X cynical appraisal of it. But I think I'm right. But I will say, if you have that list of things you're going to do when you have time, I think most of us have that list. It's different for different people. It's, going to learn a new language, going to learn how to cook, learn how to juggle, whatever. I don't know what's on your list. But if you haven't done it by now, you're not going to. That's what I'm saying. Which means, throw that list out. It's time for a new one. I don't know what you're going to do on your new list, but if you ain't done your old list by now, you ain't gonna. See the KFC? It's not open either. There's a lot more touristy shops, the little bamboo touristy shops. A lot of them have opened up this week. There's actually quite a few more tourists, mostly probably because it's, the week of Christmas. A lot of people got their 13-month bonus, got some time off. So the Sea Breeze is not too far away, I think. I want to ask them about their buffet reopened. I think it is no longer self-serve. I think the staff serves you to keep it cleaner, which is fine with me. I don't need to serve myself. I'm easy either way. The main thing I want there is their steak. They do a steak on the buffet. It's not the best steak in the world, but for around the Philippines, it's pretty good. And so for a 600 peso buffet, it ain't bad. We went to Niggy Niggy the other night. Between the two of us, We spent 1,000 pesos each. It was 1,900. It was like $40 for dinner and drinks, which in the US would not be bad. For here, that's kind of high. But both of us ordered too much, but we thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm not complaining. But when she saw the ticket, she was like, because she thought that Sea Breeze was too expensive. Ooh, 600, I'm not gonna eat that. And then we go to Nigi Nigi and we spend 900 each. And she was like, oh, that's not so bad, the 600. I'm like, yeah, it's not. So we may do that. It'd be a good Christmas. Big buffet, if they have a good menu. So we're just hanging out, having a good time. Ho, ho, ho. I didn't bring my Santa hat with me. So I should have, didn't think about it. But you know, we left in August. Who was thinking about Santa hats at that time? You can see, beach is doing better. Not real full, but not bad. KFC's closed. That's a traditional Christmas meal, but they're not open. Life's tough, ain't it? Right here looks like an awesome little bar to hang out and watch the sunset. They're just fixing it up. It should be reopening maybe soon. I mean, they got chairs and bottles of liquor out. The other day they were working on the roof, so they are coming along. Today, there's not much of a sunset to see, but other days there are. You have to consider today there is a typhoon a couple islands away from us, so such is life. But this looks like it'd be really cute, man. Look at that. That looks like a cute bar to hang out one of these days. Not sure when they're going to open. Actually, a pretty good crowd down there. Try and zoom in and look at that crowd a little bit. I don't know why they all grouped together. Don't understand it. Most of the beach stays spread out pretty well. Anyway, we're gonna go back home now. Melanie was with us and we were gonna do a Christmas greeting, but she started feeling sick, so she left. And she's back home. There is, of course, one checkpoint. There's like 3 entrances to D Mall and they're all closed except one. And there's nobody working it at the moment. And it comes as no great surprise. Not complaining, just kind of laughing. That's the way the rules are here. Bit more open than there has been. More touristy stuff, so that's a good thing. There's my Tres Amigos. I like them. They have good tacos. Good day. This is progress. This, I forget the name, Queen Bee, showed it the other day when I was at Andox. They were working on it, had paper on the windows. Paper's gone. So it looks like they're going to open soon. They have food listed but no prices. It's a Chinese place. I could go for some good Chinese, so I'm going to have to try that. Olay is still closed. Mang Inasal is open. And they've only got like 10 tables, so good luck. They're already getting too busy. There's one I am not familiar with called Chopstick. They have some ramen and some various bibimbap. Huh. Some of that might be good. Bacon and cheese ramen. And there's a cat somewhere not happy. Don't know where he is. That guy was looking for him too. Anyway, yeah, that place looks interesting. I was going to go out a more scenic route, but we're out of pork, so I need to pick up pork on the way home. And the pork vendor in front of our house is no longer there. He only comes out a couple times a month, and if it's on the wrong days, we have to get it somewhere else. He has good pork and good prices, but scheduling is not always what we need. So we're going to come to the D Palinque. This is the D Palinque. So we are coming here to buy our pork. I generally specify that I want pork shoulder, and they have to pull a piece out of the cooler to chop it for me. And I like that because it hasn't been sitting on the counter all day. And pork shoulder is pretty tender, has a nice little marbling of fat. It's not bad. I've shown this market. It's actually a nice little market. And I kind of have my favorite pork vendor here, although my favorite vendor is actually the one at the house. Yeah. Yeah, see, he's getting it from the cooler. I need, oh, that's too much. Only need like 2 kilo?
2 kilo.
And could you cut it like that size-ish? So I just point at the pork chops and say cut it that big, and they're pretty good. 2 kilos last a while. I should get one like that. I mean the trike, not the girls, come on. But look, there's traffic. Yeah, and if you've ever been here, you'd know this ain't much traffic. But for right now, shit, that's traffic. Sidewalk's still blocked. They blocked it 2 months ago. Like, seriously? So we walk in the street quite a lot. Sucks, but such is life.
Enjoy your day in paradise.